Hi there, Capricorn. I hope that you're well. Today we're going to be taking a look at your relationship, at the energy surrounding your connection, no matter if you guys are together or in separation. So here we have resolving conflict number 26, breaks down to an 8. And then here we have love with number 20. Okay, so I'm seeing here that you are facing one of the many challenges, one of the most common challenges, I think, in every single relationship, not only romantically, but in every single relationship, there's going to be a time in which conflict is going to be the primary thing. And that is always a way, that is always like a lesson, not a lesson, but that's an opportunity. That's what I wanted to say. To exactly see, even here, it's kind of written like on these stones, we have empathy, compassion, and understanding, and love. You know how love is like literally this candle, and the other ones are all a bunch of rocks. But yeah, these are basically opportunities in order to tap into all of these energies, and therefore getting more aligned with source, with love, and to just be kinder. Be kinder, be more understanding. So even though it is a very brutal way, it is a very brutal opportunity to tap into all of these energies. If it is happening, obviously there is a reason. And I feel like even if you guys have been, you know, maybe on and off regarding this conflicts, or maybe you tend to come back around to the same topics, I feel like until at least one of you doesn't tap into these energies, there is going to be no resolution, basically. That is going to be the key as well, to start seeing things from their perspective, and therefore is going to be helping you with the resolution. Okay, so here we have ship with number 3. And here we have child with number 13, breaks down to a 4. It could be that there's a long distance connection, so the distance is not really making it any easier. And I really feel like your inner child gets triggered at times, you know, like especially when the other person just starts going a little bit crazy and you don't feel heard, you don't feel understood, you feel nothing like that. It could be that that is something that you had to deal with your whole life, especially if you had caregivers that did not hear you, that did not tap into these energies whenever they had to deal with you. So they had no empathy, no compassion. They were not really understanding you. You never really felt heard. And even though they loved you, they definitely loved you in their own way. But their way didn't really work for you, did it? So I'm getting that your inner child definitely gets very, very triggered. And that is why it's even harder for you or for them. It depends with who this resonates with, to tap into those energies. So that's even another opportunity in order to be there for your inner child and to make it feel seen and understood, not by the other person, but by you. Okay, let's see what the tarot has for you. Okay, so here we have Judgment. Here we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Here we have Death. Here we have the Three of Pentacles. Here we have the Tower. Okay. So what I'm getting more than anything is that I feel like you both know that you're supposed to be tapping into those energies in order to then start a collaboration, because ultimately relationships are teamwork. But I feel like there is this energy of, well, if they're not going to be empathic with me, if they're not going to be understanding with me, then why should I with them? I'm getting this, like, this is something very common that I've heard, and that is something that I'm also guilty of myself. And yeah, I mean, it's understandable because it's very, very hard to tap into those energies when the other person has no intention to do it. And it's like, well, why should I be the bigger person? You know, like, it's easier to just keep on going the way that we have been going, because like it's easier, and in a way is also more satisfactory, you know, instead of like tapping into higher energies and just like develop these these traits when I'm clearly dealing with someone that has no intention of developing them. So once they're gonna start doing it, then I will do it too. Yeah, like, that's definitely not the right mentality. That is definitely not the right approach. Someone has to be the bigger person. Someone has to do it. It's a very tough, shitty job. It's a very tough, shitty decision to just sit there and be like, okay, you know what? I will do it. I will be more understanding. I will be more empathic, even though this person is not doing it. But for the greater good, I will do it. So I feel like someone here has to start this, you know, someone here has to start it. Because with this Ace of Pentacles in reverse, like, both of you, you're not going to do it, you know, but someone has to. Someone has to take this decision. So I feel like once someone is going to start taking that, the other person is going to start mirroring. So if you feel like the person that you're dealing with is just absolutely not about that, then I have bad news for you. You have to do it. I'm seeing here with this Tower that it's definitely going to be something a little off-putting. It's going to be also a very new experience. It could be that you've always been the person that has not tried to be the bigger one, but then maybe the other ones were trying to do it. But now that it's going to bring new energy, is going to bring this kind of transformation into the relationship. I feel like the energy will definitely be mirrored. I feel like once you're going to start tapping into these higher energies, your person's going to be like, oh, wait, wow, what's going on here again? Oh, okay, let me do that too. I'm going to do it too, you know? So that's as well when the situations and the conflicts, the debates, whatever it is, are going to start de-escalating. And that's when you will both be able to communicate in a different way, in a way in which you will both as well listen to. Because I sense that you don't really hear each other. It's like you just talk and talk and talk, and you respond just to respond, and that's it. But it's like you did not listen to understand, basically. You listened to respond. Here we also have the Six of Pentacles. Here we have the Three of Cups. Here we have the Nine of Swords. And here we have the Emperor. Okay, so what was the reason of all of these conflicts? Is it because there was like a third party situation here? Because I'm seeing a Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of this, to be honest with you. I'm not liking this. Of course, if you decide to be the bigger person, that doesn't mean that whatever it is that happened is accepted by you. Obviously, you're just trying to de-escalate the situation in order to find resolution. Resolution doesn't have to be something that, you know, is like a happy ever ending kind of thing. It could also be you go on your way and I go on my way and this is done, you know? It's not something that has to happen immediately. I feel like it's something that obviously it is going to take a little bit to get at. It's not really easy to master those things when you are in conflict and you really, really want to be heard and you really, really want to be right. It's something that takes some time, you know, before you manage to master. So even if throughout 10 statements, you will be able to sit there and mindfully listen to just one of them from your other person, that is already a baby step and that is already progress, okay? But I am seeing here that there is some anxiety regarding whatever it is that happened. There is a lot of overthinking, and I feel like all of this overthinking brings up a lot of emotions, a lot of momentum, and then when the time comes, you both just like clash against each other. But a lot of, you know, self-control has to happen here as well. This is a big, massive, you know, test for the both of you. This is a massive opportunity for the both of you to tap into your higher self and to also communicate in the most vulnerable way that you can. Anger, at the end of the day, it is energy, and it is very productive and very constructive if channeled properly. If it's not channeled properly, it will just destroy everything on its path. So anger is definitely not to be used in conflict. It is rather to be used in some other areas of your life. Like, you can just like let it sit a little bit, and then you use that as a fuel for motivation for whatever it is that you want in life, that, you know, it will just give you that fuel to get up and go get it, whatever it is. But when it comes to someone else, you have to just understand that that anger is there to mask more vulnerable feelings that are not willing to come out at the time. But you have to let them come out. Absolutely. Because that is what is going to de-escalate the situation very quickly. And when everyone is still a little bit pissed off, but you're all very respectful, you're more willing to listen to each other and to understand each other's point of view. So then the relationship is going to take a completely different turn. It's a win-win situation at the end of the day. So, well, this has been quite intense, to be honest, Capricorn. This is all that I have for you. So remember that whatever it is that happened, you're not supposed to accept it. You know, resolution could just mean walking away. If this reading made sense, please let me know. And we're going to be seeing each other next time. Okay? Bye-bye.